ask you, do you agree with what he was saying? He kept repeating something. He kept talking about how the world is so unfair. It's very tough and things are very thick. Do you agree with the same? You said that jury came from a point of frustration. Have you found the world was as unfair to you, or yours was different?
According to me, I felt at times the systems that we are brought in are the ones that are quite unfair. Because you go to a school and you're taught, once you go to school, you graduate from the university, you will get a job. That was the era of our parents. There was a guarantee. Actually, I had one of the top politicians say, back then, you graduated from the university and you'll find a GK parked outside your home waiting to take you for your next job. But come now, that has changed. That has changed.
Yeah.
We have graduates all over Tamakid, and it's very frustrating for someone to go to the university, and after you graduate, you find you're going now to get the low-hanging jobs. You'll find them going to, just to mention, places to buy goods and products, just to be innovative and make some money. Even I had a friend who told me, Brian, if I would have known the money that I spent investing in my education that was close to 1 million, I could have started a business and by now I could be prospering. But I think also translating from that frustration of the system is that papers, they are not meant, having papers, they are not meant to give us jobs. They are just meant to open our minds.
Okay,
as you in school, there's something I've picked from his story. He kept on networking and making new connections. And also teaching himself some things that you're not taught in school. In school, we are not taught how to talk to business prospect or people who you want to buy your product. That is something he had to learn from himself. Even I had him mention of a time he didn't want to stay in the same job because that will give him the mentality of stealing. That is not something you're taught in school. That is something you have to learn from the streets. That's even my story personally. My story, there are so many. It's not been a straight line story. I graduated from university. I graduated from JQuat in 2016, and I got my permanent employment in 2019. So there was a gap there of trying to find my purpose. Is it related? I did IT. What jobs are there that can accommodate me with my degree? I couldn't find any. That's when now you realize, yes, it's a challenge. You have to accept it. It's a challenge that all the youth are facing. And what are the solutions are we able to come with? And then also something else, I feel there's been no enough mentoring among the youth. We don't have people who we can look up to. The old nowadays, they like relating to the old. And if they're not, sorry to say, like maybe the people who are meant to mentor the boy child, it's either they spend time with their age mates. If not so, they'll go to the campus ladies. And you find out that the young men who also have the potential, they are left out. Once they're left out, they get into drugs, they'll get into crime. And once they get to drugs and crime, they come and maybe even worse to say, they impregnate our young girls. Through that, the whole generation is destroyed.
That's true.
And so it's more of getting the right mentors. Personally, I have a personal mentor, Dr. Chris Kirubi, which also I had to go overhead. It didn't just come. I had to make.
I was just going to be like,
I had to make a sacrifice. I had to go down. Like I've tried school, it has not worked for me. I've tried watching things, motivational speeches, it has not worked for me. I had to go. Actually, my story is different. I had to fast for 3 days and nights, trying to find my purpose. I read a book by Miles Monroe. Yeah, I was praying.
Oh, because otherwise it's just you starving yourself.
Intermittent fasting these days is a thing. So 3 days, 3 nights.
Yeah, I got hungry with myself. And actually, that is what most of the youth are facing. They are all hungry. And it's a good thing, kukasirika. You just need now to divert that hunger in the right place. If you divert that hunger to the government and say government is not giving us opportunities, you'll just destroy yourself. But if you divert that anger to, I need to create an employment for myself to grow, then it will. So I diverted my anger to reading, and I realized I didn't have a purpose in life. I didn't know my passion. what I was happy doing. So I read a book by Miles Monroe about purpose. I knew my purpose. I knew, yes, I like speaking. I know how to express myself. And this is something that is missing in most youth. And then after that, I went for 3 days of prayer and fasting. I trust you, me, church still works and God still works in marvelous way. And one day I was still in town, I told my friend, you know what, I hear God has told me tomorrow you have to go see Dr. Chris Kirubi. By that time, even I didn't know him. I didn't know where he stayed. So my friend laughed at me. He was like, Brian, are you crazy? Do you know who you're talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but it was very clear. And thank God, the following day came, I went, and all the rest is now history.
Wait, and now you're actually like a leader for cybersecurity at
Yes,
Centum.
I'm the lead of cybersecurity in Tribus. It's a subsidiary in Centum that deals with security. Initially, it was dealing with physical security, offering the security. Now go to the Two Rivers Mall. You'll find very good, well-dressed NYS trainees who are now the security guards of Two Rivers Mall. Because also as Ajiri, as an initiative, we had to go and see where are the youths, and we found that we had over 30,000 NYS graduates who didn't have a job. And you see now Centum also is moving to that, to get this 30,000 trained, well-disciplined NYS graduates and putting them somewhere where they are able to earn something.
So, but you see now, there's a gap between when you talk to your friend and you told them, tomorrow I have been told by God, I'm going to meet Dr. Chris Kirubi. Between now and then, now you met him, and now you are the head of cybersecurity at, it's called Triad?
Tribus.
Tribus.
Yes.
How did you actually meet him? How did you end up getting involved with Centum Investments? What did you do to actually get a hold of him? What did you use?
Yes, I think first, my advice to the youth first goes with how your first impression, how you dress, how you keep yourself well kept. Like, I'm loving his dreadlocks, but you see, they're well kept.
Yeah.
He has a style in it, and that makes it appealing. So first, you have to make sure that you dressed in the right way, and to have confidence. I just went there and I said, my name is Mo. I introduced myself very well at the gate. My name is Mo, and I'm here to see Chairman. Even by that time, I didn't know he's called Chairman. I'm here to see Chairman. And the soldier was like, where do you come from? I told him I'm coming all the way from Makueni County. Because at that time I was angry. I needed something to change in my life.
Yeah.
And then I told God, once I get these gates open, just do the rest for me. And I got there, I explained myself, and I didn't, one thing I think also, once you get an opportunity, most youth, maybe they meet their mentors, the first thing they're always asking is money. I didn't ask for money.
That's so true.
I was looking for an opportunity because I felt, you might give me the money, you might give me 100,000 that day. I might come back 2 weeks later, I've misused the money.
That's true.
And I cannot. So I was praying to God and telling God, give me an opportunity that will place me to the same level, like we can interact. You can ask me, Brian, how is your project coming along? And then after that, once I got the opportunity, I sat with my MD. I happen to have a very good MD who is very supportive. He's called Mr. James Nicole. I met him and he told me, Brian, actually, why don't you think of doing a project that will help also the youth get jobs? And that's how Ajiri came up. And the reason why we branded Ajiri to be Ajiri is actually a Swahili name that means employee. And
that's true.
for him, he's not Kenyan, he's from the UK. So he told me for it now to be globally accepted, even by people from the east and the west, you have to put it a Y at the end. At least now people will be like, is this an English word or is it a Swahili word? Because at times you have to be very smart. And the rest is history. Now we are focusing on how we are going to take Ajiri to the next level, to the county levels. Because we've realized solving this issue of unemployment, there's no need. People have tried solving this at the national level, and that is meaning trying to offer opportunities at the capital city. It's been the hope of people, I come to Nairobi, I'll get a job. So instead of waiting for people to come to Nairobi, now we are taking Ajiri to all the counties. So we are starting with 10 pilot counties. Then after that, with their success, we'll keep on growing. And one thing that we'll be teaching people is how to have sustainable plans. Yeah, you need money, but why do you need this? What will you do with this money?
True.
So that you are held accountable. By next year, I come and say, I gave you maybe 100,000 shillings. How much have you made as profit? How many employment opportunities have you also created for others?
Yeah. There's one thing I've noted is from all our panelists, and for anyone who's looking for a job out there, is you need to know how to talk to people. These 4 people can talk.
That's true.
Like, they can really, really talk. And clearly, networking is a very big aspect that's necessary. I mean, in both your stories, it's very obvious. You, of course, were networking very differently because you were selling products and you were dealing with everyday people on the streets, rude people, people in a hurry, you know, all kinds of characters. And for you, it was networking of deciding, okay, God has given me this path and I'm just going to take a leap of faith and go to the person that I believe can, you know, push me to the next level. I want to talk to Maxine and Caroline. From the 2 stories that you've heard, is there something you've picked up that you realized that